Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Course Administration and Keys to Success chapter. Heads up that even though this course is being taught in person, it's been my experience that it's best to keep just this chapter as a video. The reason for that is that people jump in and out of the course over the first 2 weeks. So if I cover this material in a class session, a lot of people don't get it. And so here we are. Okay, so first up is course materials and communication. Big thing to remember here is that everything that you need for this course is either communicated during class sections, emailed to you, or listed in Canvas. So you should be attending class, you should be checking your email daily, and you should be routinely checking Canvas's modules, announcements, discussion forums, and calendar. So here's a quick overview of Canvas. I think most of you are familiar with it, but just in case you're not, here's what our course looks like and what the Canvas interface looks like for most of your courses. So along the left end here, all we're going to really be concerned with is the calendar. And over here is a list of sections in our course that you can move through. And then on the right, most of the screen is taken up with the section of the course that you have active. So what are our typical weekly course logistics going to look like? What you're going to see on Canvas is one or more chapters for the week that we're in, which are going to include lecture notes. Those are the incomplete notes for the material I cover in class, and you can fill those in as we go through the material in class. Then we're going to get a concepts quiz. Typically, we'll have those in class, or they'll be due at 11:59 p.m. on Thursdays. And then we have a homework for that chapter, which is more comprehensive, and that's typically going to be due Monday at 11:59 p.m. after we've covered all the material on the prior Tuesday and Thursday. I'd like to spend a little bit of time on this last section here, additional resources, optional, use as needed. As you can see, we're going to have one of those sections for each chapter, and here's what's in it. So for chapter 2, for example, and this is pretty typical of all the chapters, we start with concepts, definitions, formulas. That's a PDF slide deck that has a Reader's Digest style condensed version of what's in the lecture notes. So that's a really good way to just review things really quickly, make sure you understand all the key parts. And next up, we have a chapter of my textbook, Introduction to Business Finance, which you all get for free. Students at other schools do not, but you do because you are the most specialist students. That follows very closely what we do in class and provides more explanation of everything that we do in class. Then I'm also going to give you the corresponding chapter in the Fundamentals of Financial Management textbook, which is not required, it's recommended. My text is also absolutely not required, it's recommended, but again, it's free, so no big deal either way. I don't think you need to buy Fundamentals of Financial Management, but if you're feeling like you want to look for more information about the finance subjects we cover anywhere you can, this would be the next place to go. And then next up, I'll try to provide you with some interesting topical readings or readings and a video on some topical events. So for this chapter, we have a video of mine and some readings on the whole game stock phenomenon. This is going to be particularly helpful after you've learned about shorting stocks and options in the Chapter 2 lecture, concept quiz, and homework material. And then finally, the last section of our additional resources for each chapter is going to be practice problems. So starting with numerical problems, for most chapters, I provide you with a bunch of numerical practice problems that are solved. Those are either going to be provided to you as a spreadsheet or they'll be provided to you in Canvas form. And then sometimes I'll also provide you with a video showing me or one of our incredible TAs solving some of the practice problems from scratch. So you can see step by step how to walk through solving all these problems. Okay, let's just see if I missed anything on our weekly logistics here. Of course, myself and the TAs are really happy to help you with any problems, conceptual problems, numerical problems, etc., etc. Our office hours are posted on Canvas in the syllabus and on the Canvas calendar. As far as exams go, we're going to have 2 midterm exams and 1 final exam. The dates given for the exams on the syllabus are tentative. Those will be finalized a couple weeks before each exam. And exams are ostensibly not cumulative. However, of course, exam 2 is going to cover a lot of concepts that we've developed for exam 1. So you really need to know the exam 1 material to be able to pass exam 2, and the exam 2 material to be able to pass the final exam. So more information on the exams they're waiting and all that jazz is given in the syllabus. So please take a look at that. In terms of other administrative stuff, all the other administrative information for the course is given in the concepts quiz for this chapter, CH00, and the course syllabus. And that's going to cover everything you'd imagine: grading, academic integrity, our deliverables policy, etc. And heads up that I do follow exactly all the policies presented in the CH00 concepts quiz and the syllabus with no exceptions. And so, for example, I'm very strict on deliverables. Deliverables have to be delivered on time or you get a 0 for them with no exceptions. So all you got to do, that's not very onerous actually, just plan ahead, try to get your deliverables in ahead of time, and that way if you run into trouble, you have a nice factor of safety and you won't get anything in late. So please do, again, read the CH00 concepts quiz material carefully, and the information in the syllabus. Lastly, but very importantly, I want to cover here keys to success for the class. So at the end of the CH00 concepts quiz, I have a pretty good outline of what an optimal methodology for approaching this course is. And that's based on people who have gotten A's or a little bit less in the course for the past 4 or so semesters. So if you follow all those things, you have a very good shot at getting an excellent grade in the class. And that said, if you want to talk about your individual strategy for attacking this course, or if you're uncomfortable with your strategy, you want to improve it, something like that, again, you're always welcome at my office hours or the TA's office hours. So now look forward to seeing you in person in the classroom covering real finance material very soon.